Hello, beautiful. I am Debbie, 11 Debbie Soulfully. Welcome to my Be Love series. It is a beautiful day to be outdoors. Today, I will be sharing about my past, about my pain. I didn't intend to do this video. My videos are usually unscripted. I had actually written something down, kind of planned something for today, and I feel this strong calling to share how I healed, how I found radical self-love. I have a saying, my pain is my gift, it's my story, and I really feel that someone needs to hear this today. There's someone out there that needs to heal. So if this is a trigger for you, I'm not going to be going too deep. I just want to make sure that you're okay with yourself being able to listen to what I'm going to say. And I have a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, it's just what happened to me, how I healed. I'm going to share my backstory and then share more. Fast forward to 2016. I'm really nervous to share this, and I always ask God to use me for a purpose greater than myself, to help me be authentic, to share my true self. And I really feel that I need to share this. I have started healing, and the healing has been painful, it's been beautiful, it's like an onion peeling back the layers. And I just need to share this because I really feel that God is calling me to share this. I always say, God, before I press my record, God, what do you want me to share today? What is your message? And I really feel strongly that this is my message today. As a kid, I grew up feeling very insecure, dysfunctional family. I was very quiet, very shy. Inside, I was dying to just dance and be like everybody else and be fun. But that wasn't who I was. So it was easy for someone to bully me, to be a target. You know, I was tall, very tall, and super skinny. The skinniest and tallest in my class. I never dated anybody because I was the tall, awkward, skinny girl. I started eating sugar. Anytime I got babysitting money, I used it to buy sugar. That was my comfort food. That was a way for me to gain weight. Fast forward, I met this guy. Got married at a young age. I was 16 years old. The mental abuse started when I was dating him. I grew up not feeling loved, so to me, you know, being treated badly, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't have a role model. I didn't have anybody to look up to. So I, just took it. It kept making me feel less valuable. And then I married him. I got married at 16, right before my 17th birthday. He would, just hit me, punch me. I never knew when to speak, if I was going to get hit. He was very jealous. He used to like to do things, inflict pain on me, and he would laugh because it was fun to him. To cause me pain caused him joy. Being intimate often ended with a beating. I just suddenly realized that I think it was because he gave a part of himself that he wasn't willing to give, and he had to take that back. And the way to do that was to hit me. I became more insecure and felt less worthy. And there was a time when, I don't even know how to say this, other than just go ahead and say it. So I was kept Well, he was doing drugs, and over a 24-hour period, he would strangle me until I passed out. And this was done over and over and over again. He told me how he was going to discard my body and no one would care because no one loved me. I'm very nervous sharing this because I don't want my kids to see this and feel bad for me, or to have this on their mind, because I really have healed from this. Sometimes it's just painful to talk about the past, and I have forgiven him. I have no hatred towards him. He was abused as a child himself by his mother, so maybe he hated women, I don't know. But I was able to escape. I had this one split second where I was able to grab one of his bottles from his wine collection. I had tried to escape all night. I was able to hit him over the head, ran out of my apartment, half dressed, just grabbing a smock off the chair, running around to the apartment complex, asking anyone to help me, please let me in. But nobody would let me in. They would close the door on my face. You can't come in here. It was one woman that let me in, with a young woman with a child. And she gave me some clothes to put on. And back then, domestic abuse, it was his word against my word. I had strangulation marks, handprints, bruises on my neck. I hit him with a bottle, so he was cut. He was not arrested. And that night, cops gave me enough time just to gather some clothes. My mom came and got me. And that night he came in and he busted my mom's door down, side door, and he dragged me into the street. I honestly feel that God has protected me, because there was an angel in that street that day. One of my neighbors, Mr. Bob, and he yelled for his friend, not his friend, but the guy that was dating his daughter. My ex-husband was trying to drag me into that vehicle, and he yelled for him to take off. So he was not able to take me away. And he was really the only person besides my mom yelling and my sister yelling. My sister was very young. And I ended up going into hiding. Christian family took me in. Beautiful, beautiful family. I think that's where my journey began, knowing God, but I didn't really understand it. I didn't grow up in a Christian home. Fast forward, I know this is a big jump. I'm fast forwarding to 2016 now. So I found out I had type 2 diabetes, and I immediately quit sugar, started eating healthy, started losing weight, lost over 50 pounds. And before that, prior to that, I never felt worthy. I never felt that I was good enough. I always felt stupid because of the mental conditioning from him, my ex-husband, from the jealousy, from the hatred that he had towards me in his heart. So it took me a long time to start to love myself. And the journey began slowly. It was with losing weight and taking photos of myself and looking in the mirror, telling myself, I love you, which was very hard to do. It was very awkward. But that's really how my journey began. It began by being present, being in the moment, beginning to love my life, beginning to appreciate what I had and what I have. And it became a spiritual journey. I never used to walk. I would just want to stay home all the time. I just felt ugly and unattractive and didn't want to be in public, and had a lot of stomach issues. And I just wanted to be in nature. I think I went through this period where I just wanted to be alone, because I really felt spiritually connected when I'm alone in nature. Like, I love recording out here. I feel just amazing presence and surrounded by God's love out here in nature. And it just slowly began the healing, the forgiveness. And I'm not one to forgive easy, but I knew in my heart, in order to love myself, I had to forgive those that hurt me. My mom, I forgave her. I had closure with her when she passed away. I grew up with her telling me she hated me, wished I had never been born. You know, my dad, I got to read his stuff that he was going through, his therapy, because he would try to kill himself all the time when I was growing up. So when I say I came from a dysfunctional family, I came from a dysfunctional family. And it was just this slow growth, this slow peeling back the layers, that I began to heal, that I began to love myself, to love what's inside. And if you're struggling with your self-worth, you're beautiful and you are special. I'm now 55 years old, so it took me a lifetime to get to where I am today, but you can heal. My really big healing came through Jesus. Just asking him to replace that hatred with love. I actually went through the motions of feeling the pain, the trauma, everything. And wow, it was the most powerful experience that I have ever gone through, the most painful experience. But when I came out through the other side into the light, it was beautiful. And I didn't have that hatred or pain in my heart anymore. It just like it evaporated. It disappeared. And it's a really beautiful feeling. I'm trying to share more from my heart and my soul and not have so much editing on my videos, because I say what comes from my heart and soul, but I'm learning through Evan Carmichael, which he's amazing, to do less editing, because it takes me hours and I can get more of a message out if I'm not spending hours cutting my videos. And it's about the journey. It's about the journey to self-love. That's what my trilogy series is really about. It's about self-love, it's about healing, and it's about forgiveness. Remember that you are beautiful, and I love you, and God loves you. Have a wonderful, amazing day, and take care of you. Always take care of yourself.